Last week, we found the highest paid player on every team and ranked them from worst to best. Now, let's look at the other side. Let's find the best guys in the majors making under $1 million. I'm going to break this up into 3 top 10s. Hitters, starting pitchers, and relief pitchers. First, the hitters, and I just want to say, there were so many good options that I had to limit this to guys who have played at least 100 games. So Kerry Carpenter, Ryan Jeffers, Chas McCormick, Nolan Jones, Will Benson, Lars Nootbaar, Ryan Mountcastle. All these guys have an OPS over 800, but they haven't played in 100 games this year as of August 26. Also, other guys you may think of, like Brent Rooker or Adley Rutschman, their numbers aren't quite good enough for the top 10. Number 10, Brandon Marsh. This guy showed flashes of greatness in the playoffs last year, and he's come on strong this year. He's not a big power guy, just 9 homers, and he doesn't steal a lot of bags, only 7 this year, but his average is up at 289 and OPS at 846. He just finds his way on base one way or another. He's standing at 375, and that's the highest on base for anyone in the top 10. Number 9, Jarren Duran. Kind of a similar story to Marsh. Not a power guy, but a very good batting average. His 295 is the highest of anyone in this top 10. He also steals bases, 24 so far this season, and he's got a very good OPS at 828. Number 8, Luke Raley. His second half hasn't been quite as good, but he's still keeping up his overall numbers. He's found an everyday role in Tampa and he's flourishing. 18 homers, 13 stolen bases, 256 average, slugging over 500, helping that OPS climb up to 854, the second highest on the list. Number 7, Gunnar Henderson. After a slow start, he's come on strong ever since June. Suddenly, he's got 22 homers, 65 RBI. He's got his average up to 251 and OPS to 812. That's still very good, but it is the lowest on this list. The way he's going, those numbers will only get better as he tries to bury what happened in April and May. Number 6, Josh Young. He was going to be the slam dunk rookie of the year, but that's not so sure anymore. It's nothing he did, just the other guys have caught up. He's still hitting a very impressive 274, 22 homers, 67 RBI. He doesn't walk that much, so his on base is pretty low, but he's slugging close to 500, so his OPS is up at 813. Number 5, Josh Lowe. I'm convinced this is one of the most underrated players in baseball. He's got some power, 17 homers, 69 RBI, but he also has some good speed, stealing 25 bases. He's got a good average at 281 and has an OPS up at 819. No surprise, he's one of many Rays on this list. Number 4, Jake Burger. He was a breakout star for the White Sox this year, and after he got traded to the Marlins, he's been even better. His average went from 214 in Chicago, all the way up to 349 in Miami. His OPS went from 806 to 901. The guy can just hit. Overall, he's got 27 homers, 244 average. His on base is barely over 300, which isn't good, but he's got the highest slugging of anyone in the top 10, so his OPS is up at 827. Number 3, Isaac Paredes. He's been the unsung hero of the Rays this year, mainly playing third base, but playing all over the infield where needed, and he's done nothing but hit. 26 homers, 80 RBI, 257 average, 866 OPS. That's the highest OPS in this top 10. Number 2, Adolis Garcia. No doubt, he's a strikeout machine. 146 puts him in 8th place in all of baseball, but when he makes contact, he does a lot of damage. 32 home runs, 94 RBI, a pretty decent 252 average, 832 OPS. He's a big part of that powerful Rangers offense. Number 1, Bobby Witt Jr. Everyone expected him to be a superstar, and it didn't take long for him to prove it. He's got a rare combo of power and speed for a shortstop. 26 homers, 81 RBI, 37 stolen bases. He can work on his on-base percentage, but he's slugging over 500, his OPS standing at 822. Now, for starting pitchers. For this, I only wanted guys who have started at least 15 games. Number 10, Josiah Gray. He made the All-Star team as the only Nats rep, and although he hasn't set the world on fire, you can see how good he is and how good he can be. 25 starts, 135 innings, 3.85 ERA. Number 9, Logan Gilbert. He's been a workhorse. 26 starts and 155 innings pitched, and he's the only one on this list that has a shutout this year. 153 strikeouts also tops this list, and he's got a 3.66 ERA. Number 8, Brayan Bello. Only 24 years old, he's been huge in the Red Sox rotation in just his second year. 22 starts, 126 innings, 3.56 ERA. Number 7, Andrew Abbott. He made his Major League debut on June 5th, and since then, he's started 15 games, 85 innings, 93 strikeouts, posting a very good 3.16 ERA. He's lower on this list because he has only started those 15 games, but the Reds can't be more happy with this rookie. Number 6, Dane Dunning. He's the only guy on this list that hasn't been a full-time starter. He's appeared in 28 games but only started 20. He's put in 136 innings total. He's got 9 wins on the season, a 3.36 ERA. Number 5, Shane McClanahan. We now know his season is done, but over the last 2 years, he's been one of baseball's best pitchers. Before he got hurt, he put in 21 starts, 115 innings, 121 strikeouts, posting an 11-2 record and a 3.29 ERA. Number 4, George Kirby. Nobody on this list has put in more innings, 156 over 25 starts. This guy's kind of a control freak, 142 strikeouts and just 14 walks. He's got 10 wins and a 3.28 ERA. Number 3, Yuri Perez. As far as I know, he's the youngest player in the major leagues. He's only 20 years old, and this guy was born in April of 2003. That's the last time the Marlins won the World Series. He came up in May, he's got 15 starts, and nobody on the list has a better ERA than his 2.68. 74 innings, 90 strikeouts. The kid is 6'8" and he knows how to pitch. Number 2, Kyle Bradish. Normally, if you ask someone who's the ace of the staff that has the league's best record, it wouldn't be that hard to name him. But would you know that for the AL leading Orioles, it's Kyle Bradish? Well, it is, and it's not even close. 24 starts, 133 innings, and his ERA is just barely over 3. Number 1, Justin Steele. After a very good year in 2022, he's come out in 2023 and taken it to the next level. 24 starts, 138 innings, 133 strikeouts, a 14-3 record, and a 2.80 ERA. Not only does he top this list, he's also on the very short list for NL Cy Young. Last one, relief pitchers. For this, I only consider guys that have at least 40 appearances. Number 10, Josh Winkowski. He's proven himself to be very versatile for the Red Sox. He started a game, he's finished 6 games, he's notched 3 saves, appearing in 48 games and tossing 69 innings, and even 3 ERA. Number 9, Hunter Harvey. He was great in a limited role last year, and now he's getting more work and he's proven himself to be just as good, even serving as the closer at times. 46 games, 47 innings, 19 games finished, 10 saves, 2.66 ERA. Number 8, Jason Foley. He put in a full season last year, but his ERA was pushing 4. Now, he's on pace to pitch even more this year, and he's cut that ERA way down. After 55 games and 55 innings, he's got a 2.60 ERA, finishing 16 games and saving 7. Number 7, Brendan Bernardino. Here's another weird one. He's pitched in 43 games, 42 innings, and in 6 of those games he got the start, but he never went more than 2 innings. He's also finished 7 games, so Alex Cora can deploy him anywhere he wants. No matter what, he gets the job done. He currently stands with a 2.55 ERA. Number 6, Adbert Alzolay. Ever since July, he's been picking up saves like crazy. He slid into that role and he's been thriving. 52 games, 58 innings, 21 saves, 62 strikeouts and only 9 walks, and a 2.64 ERA. Number 5, Yoel Payamps. He's been bouncing around the league ever since 2019, but he's found a home in Milwaukee. 57 games, 59 innings. He even has 3 saves. But they have Devin Williams, so they just need him to get him the ball with the lead. And with 23 holds and a 2.12 ERA, he's done a great job doing just that. Number 4, Bryan Abreu. Speaking of great setup guys, Abreu is back and having another great season. 61 games, 60 innings, 85 strikeouts, 4 saves. But more importantly, 22 holds and a 2.10 ERA. Number 3, David Bednar. Once again, for a losing Pirates team, they have a great closer that they can rely on. 52 games, 54 innings, 28 saves, and a 2.17 ERA. Number 2, Alexis Diaz. The Reds have been very surprising in 2023, but Alexis Diaz has not. This guy is a stud, and he's been locking it down in the 9th inning. 58 games, 56 innings, 77 strikeouts, 34 saves, and a 2.22 ERA. Number 1, Felix Bautista. He just went down with an injury. The Orioles hope he can come back for their playoff run, and safe to say they need him. 56 games, 61 innings, 110 strikeouts. That's a 16.2 K per 9 rate, and that's actually down from earlier this year. He was sitting at 18 for a while. 33 saves, 1.48 ERA. There's no doubt he's number 1, and let's hope we see him again in 2023. Let me know what you think of my picks, what you would have changed around or added, and why. If you haven't seen it yet, check out last week's video ranking every team's highest paid player. Before you go, don't forget to drop a like, and if you're new here and want to see more content like this, please give me a sub. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.